incredible eco-lodges around the world you can actually stay in. Here's a wild stat for you. Tourism is responsible for about 8% of global greenhouse gas emissions, and that number is rising fast. But what if your next vacation could actually help the planet instead of hurting it? That's where eco-lodges come in. These are not your average hotels, so today we're taking you on a tour of 10 mind-blowing eco-lodges around the world that prove luxury and sustainability can go hand in hand. From jungles to deserts to icy tundras, get ready to dream green. Zanabra Fushi, Maldives. Imagine stepping onto an island where shoes are optional, plastic is banned, and every luxury is powered by sunlight and sea breeze. That's Zanabra Fushi, one of the Maldives' original eco-resorts and still one of its most ambitious. Nestled on a private island, its thatched villas blend seamlessly with lush jungle, and its entire philosophy is barefoot luxury. But don't let the laid-back vibe fool you. This lodge has its own glass recycling plant, carbon offset initiatives, and a commitment to zero waste. It even uses crushed glass to make art and tiles on site. The challenge? It's not cheap. And sustainability doesn't come easy on remote islands where importing resources is a logistical nightmare. Still, it sets a gold standard for how high-end travel can clean up its act. And yes, the water really is that blue. Mashpi Lodge, Ecuador. Perched like a glass and steel spaceship in the middle of the Ecuadorian cloud forest, Mashpi Lodge is one of the most dramatic and eco-conscious lodges on the planet. It's surrounded by thousands of acres of protected rainforest, and the entire structure was built using pre-existing logging roads to minimize deforestation. This is more than a hotel. It's a functioning research center with scientists on staff studying the biodiversity right outside your window. But be warned, you're in the middle of nowhere, Wi-Fi is limited, and the jungle has a habit of sneaking into your hiking boots if you're not paying attention. Still, if you've ever wanted to sip organic coffee while watching toucans fly past your suite, Mashpi will leave you breathless. In the best way. Fain in Eklmad, Jordan. In the heart of the Dana Biosphere Reserve, where desert cliffs glow pink and silence stretches for miles, sits Fainin Eco Lodge. There's no electricity in the rooms. The lodge runs mostly on solar power and candlelight. Your food? Vegetarian and locally sourced. Your transport? You arrive via Bedouin-guided donkey cart. But don't confuse minimalism with discomfort. This place redefines simple luxury. Guests dine under stars, hike ancient copper trails, and connect with local Bedouin communities who are part owners and full partners in the lodge's operations. Bambu Indah, Indonesia. In Bali, where tourism is often more about Instagram than introspection, Bambu Indah is a breath of bamboo-scented air. This eco-lodge is made entirely of sustainable materials, from upcycled Javanese bridal houses to ultra-modern bamboo structures that seem to grow out of the jungle. They use composting toilets, natural spring water pools, and no single-use plastics. And their commitment to local culture? Impeccable. They work directly with surrounding villages, employ local staff, and avoid the overbuilt resort-style sprawl that plagues other parts of Bali. That said, it's not a party spot. If you're looking for cocktails and pool floats, head elsewhere. Three Camel Lodge, Mongolia. Ever dreamed of sleeping in a yurt under the star-streaked skies of the Gobi Desert? Three Camel Lodge brings that dream to life. Ethically and sustainably, this lodge isn't just inspired by traditional Mongolian nomadic life, it is part of it. The structures are built with local materials, powered by solar panels, and designed to leave a minimal footprint on the fragile desert ecosystem. Even better, they actively support wildlife conservation and cultural preservation projects across Mongolia. Of course, don't expect 5-star bathrooms or lightning-fast Wi-Fi. Lapa Rios Lodge, Costa Rica. Located in the Osa Peninsula, one of the most biodiverse places on Earth, Lapa Rios is where ecotourism gets it exactly right. Built on a private reserve teeming with monkeys, macaws, and pumas, yes, pumas, this lodge has been a pioneer in sustainable travel for over 25 years. Solar power, locally sourced food, community education programs, and wildlife preservation are all part of its DNA. But don't worry, it's not all compost toilets and jungle chores. The open-air bungalows are luxurious, with jaw-dropping ocean views and hammocks that practically whisper, "Take a nap already." White Pod, Switzerland. Set in the snowy peaks of the Swiss Alps, White Pod is what happens when you mix sci-fi aesthetics with serious environmental ethics. Guests stay in futuristic geodesic domes that are heated with wood-burning stoves and powered by clean energy. The entire resort follows a zero-emissions policy, and everything, from the linens to the lodge's food, follows strict sustainability rules. But here's the real kicker. In winter, you ski straight from your pod. In summer, you hike from your doorstep. It's luxury that doesn't feel wasteful. The only downside? Prices can skyrocket faster than a ski lift. But if you're looking for a place where eco-consciousness meets mountain magic, White Pod is worth the splurge. Kolimi, Tanzania. On a tiny island off the coast of Tanzania, Cholomani is a Robinson Crusoe fantasy if Crusoe had a thing for conservation. Treehouse-style lodges are nestled among baobab trees, and the resort is run entirely off-grid with solar lighting and bucket showers. There's no air conditioning, no Wi-Fi, and no engines allowed on the island. But that's the charm. Cholomani isn't just eco-friendly, it actively funds local schools, marine conservation, and community health programs. And the sunsets? Unreal. If you're squeamish about bugs or allergic to rustic vibes, this might push your comfort zone. But if you can handle nature with a dash of salt air and a lot of soul, this place is Fogo Island in Canada. Perched on the rocky shores of Newfoundland, the Fogo Island Inn is a striking architectural marvel with a deeply rooted social mission. Built with local materials and staffed by islanders, the inn reinvests all its profits into the community to support art, education, and economic development. The design blends modern comfort with old-world maritime charm. Think wood stoves, handmade quilts, and floor-to-ceiling views of the North Atlantic. And while the landscape is jaw-droppingly remote, the service is 5-star thoughtful. Yes, it's expensive, and yes, you'll probably cry when you leave, but few places show how tourism can transform communities for the better, like Fogo Island does. Eco Camp Patagonia, Chile. If you've ever dreamed of waking up inside a geodesic dome with the jagged peaks of Torres del Paine National Park outside your window, Eco Camp is your place. These eco-domes run on renewable energy, use composting toilets, and offer guided treks through some of the world's most dramatic landscapes. But don't expect room service or soft slippers. This is eco-glamping with a healthy side of wind, wildlife, and wide-open wilderness. They've won awards for sustainability, but they've also made waves by proving that even in one of the planet's most remote regions, luxury can go hand in hand with environmental integrity. Just pack layers. Patagonia weather can go from calm to "did I just get punched by the wind?" in seconds. So there you have it, 10 awe-inspiring eco-lodges where you can sleep, recharge, and actually do some good for the planet while you're at it. Whether you're heading into a rainforest, the desert, or the Arctic tundra, these places prove that sustainability doesn't mean sacrificing comfort. If you've found a spot that made you want to drop everything and book a one-way ticket, smash that like button. Want more eco-travel content and hidden gems from around the globe? Subscribe to the channel and share this video with your travel tribe. And hey, drop a comment below. Which eco-lodge would you stay at first? And what does green travel mean to you? Let's start a conversation that's as enriching as the destinations themselves.